Hello fellow Aries, this is for you guys, but before we get into it, I just wanted to quickly explain a few things. Obviously it can't be prediction for January because we are at the end of the month, but there is no coincidence because today with Moon Pluto opposition we are confronted with truth and a glimpse of clarity. So obviously everything happens for a reason, and I believe that it's important now that we are 1 month into the new year, we have a quick look and see what the advice is to make sure that we if we haven't managed to start on a most positive note, we pick up and keep moving in the right direction. I do believe Aries did, because we are that kind of get going kind of people, and very active. And I'm going to obviously look at every star sign as well, but let's see what we get. I've picked up I don't like general readings, so I decided though to do some readings this year, monthlies if possible. I'm very busy, so I hope I will manage to do monthlies, but I'm not gonna do that general, and I will probably go by, instead of star sign as I'm doing this this month, I'm going to go by the star sign of the person you are interested in, because it'll be based on love and relationships, for the only reason that if we are happy and content and have peace of mind, everything else will fall into place and our life will be more happy, and everyone around will be happy as well. So we shall focus as much as possible in the coming months on love and how to get things moving in the relationship department. But until then, let's have a look and see what January wants us to know. For Aries, this year is all about new projects, new relationships, or new stages in relationships. However, for January, I've asked about the advice we need to get and what is important for us to know. I believe that quite a few had I believe this applies, by the way, in case I haven't said and you're not accustomed with the readings, although I believe the vast majority that will come across them are, but this applies to Aries, Sun, Rising and Moon. However, I will try to make it as specific as possible. I don't like generals. I said that at the beginning, and I'm going to repeat myself because I love them. It's the reason why I didn't do monthlies and general readings so far, or weeklies or whatever, because you listen to them and it's all good, and it's like, you know, he's thinking about commitment and your relationship is going to the next level, and somebody's, you know, going to say it, and then it's like, but I'm not sure if it's you or him, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know, I know what I'm thinking, but I would like to know what the bastard is thinking. Is he thinking about commitment like I do or not, you know? So yeah, I will try to make it specific. I have a feeling that this is mainly, the advice that I'm getting here is mainly for Aries sun signs. And it says leaving troubles behind in respect of property. So whatever difficulties we encounter, some of us might have wanted to do changes in the house, some of us had to renew mortgages, I'm giving examples, whatever, you know, do the house up, renovate, do your kitchen, whatever, or maybe even had delays with payments, had charges because of delayed payments, whatever problems there have been related to your house, property, assets, there will be good outcome, and you have to get you have to take action, you have to communicate. So don't leave it, don't just ignore it. Take action. Fast communication is coming in. Also important communication. Keep it fluid, keep it, I'm getting also a bit more here. Keep it fluid, make sure you stay cool about things, don't panic, just be practical, as we Aries generally tend to be. So don't lose sleep, don't lose hope, okay? Very, very important. So this is for very much, I believe, for Aries sun signs. I will ask and see if there is anything in particular for Aries rising. Again, the same thing, so seems to apply for them. Leaving troubles behind. If you felt left in the cold, if you felt completely blocked, if you had problems with authorities, things will pick up. You will get support. You might have been disappointed with that support you were hoping to get and you didn't or couldn't find, but things are moving in the right direction. So that is for Aries rising. I will ask if there is anything for Aries moon that we need to know. Again, how uncanny is this? How uncanny is this? Six of swords 3 times for all the possible Aries combinations out there. Okay, so if you have moon in Aries, you're leaving troubles behind as well, generally in respect of emotions and relationship. Of course, it is to do with emotions, since we are talking about the moon, which is all about emotions. Things are coming to an end, or an end of a cycle. It doesn't have to be a bad end. It's just, I would say, an end of a cycle, if anything, and you're moving towards success. So in whatever area you felt things have been difficult, I will ask if there are different things for Aries women that we need to know. Aries women seem to have a bit of a difficulty with relationship, in the sense of the guy doesn't show his emotions too much, or is holding back, or is not in a good place with his emotions. But to know that that is not to do with you, that is because of him and his problems. So there are problems around him. You just got to be patient. Generally, I believe there would be financial reasons and concerns why your guy, Aries women, might hold back and not show his true feelings yet. So there is hope. We shall see what February brings. Stay tuned. You see, I'm trying to be as clear and as specific as possible. I'm not going by the star sign only. I'm going by moon separately and rising separately. This trying to see if this if there is advice for Aries men different to Aries women. Aries men need to get hold of themselves, really, of their personality, their temperament. We all are, very fiery. We are the first sign of the zodiac, so we charge in horns ahead through everything. We just tend to be very angry, or to come across as being angry. I do have that problem myself personally, sometimes because of the way I express, but then on top of everything, I also have Mars in Gemini. Mars in Gemini. So the way I speak sometimes comes across as aggressive. My daughter says that, although she says even with us, who we know you totally love and adore, you come across, and you're trying to tell us the good things, the positive things, you still come across as being quite strong, quite aggressive. So this applies. Perhaps I have a lot of masculine energy more than the average women. So this is advice for Aries men. You got to be careful, guys, with how you behave, how you come across, the way you put your points across, the way you speak. Don't be too forceful. and get hold of yourselves when it comes to behavior and personality. And you really have to think about this, and you really have to make a plan about this. Okay, so I hope this helps and gives you guys a good positive start to the year. I know it's not quite start, but I did it on purpose. As I said, I wanted to find a way of doing it that is not really general. It happened today for a reason, as I said, with the Moon Pluto opposition, and this push towards the truth. And it's very important that we all look at what we need to do, not just what we would like to happen. So love you lots and see you soon.